Can I give you a ride home when you get off work?
What the
You got moves, I got ideas too. Better yet, what's the move? I don't know, just move. Where it at?
I just want to start off by saying that I am mad tired, y'all. And it's probably not the best time for me to be watching this because since I'm so tired, I may, miss some red flags. So I just want to let y'all know that, before we get into this reaction. And the reason I say we is because we watching this together. Always has. It's always been like that. We both, me and you, or me, you, and your significant other, we watching this together. It's always been like that. It's going to stay like that. You feel me? And the other thing I want to say is, I love you. That's it. Do you love me? Because I love you. Unconditionally. I just want to know if you love me. Comment below. Hey. Alright. But, okay. I need to wake myself up. Hopefully I don't miss too many red flags. But, alright. Here we go. Sup. I don't know if I said sup, though. Sup, though.
Well, you guys obviously liked the last McDonald's stories video I did, so I'm doing another one.
Right.
Like I mentioned in the last McDonald's...
Cluck, 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 cluck. All McDonald's. And when I say all of them, I mean all of them. Okay? Not just in America. Across the clucking world. McDonald's has got to be one of the, if not the most, creepiest businesses, places on planet Earth. And definitely has to be the number one hotspot, if not the hotspot for weirdos, creepy motherfuckers, right? Pedos, criminals, all of the above. And I still don't know why McDonald's attracts weird, creepy motherfuckers. I don't know the reason. God. But I just want to say that. Let's get back into it, though.
Yo, I did. These stories aren't the type to make you sit in your room absolutely terrified. However, they are extremely creepy and odd.
I'm in my room.
Anyways, let's begin.
Okay. Hey.
It was about 3 in the morning and I was on my way to my...
You heard the time, right? Oh! I just realized something before I cut him the hell off. He said it's about 3 in the morning. Between the hours of 2 a.m. I spit everywhere. 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. It's prime time for clucking time. Wow, pause. Prime time for... I want to say something to make it rhyme. Prime time for cluck shit time. I don't know. It's basically it's prime time for cluck shit to happen. And he's going into work at 3 a.m. God damn.
But my local McDonald's to open with one of my favorite managers there with me. She told me to text her when I got there so that she could let me inside.
Pause.
Once I pulled in, I noticed a man standing outside of his car in the farthest corner of the parking lot.
Wow.
He was shooting me this sort of menacing stare. Let me point out that it's completely pouring outside. I was really confused as to why this guy wasn't just sitting in his car. I then parked and texted my manager to let me inside. Seconds later, I noticed her at the door opening it for me. Upon walking up to her, I say my usual good morning. I was stopped mid-sentence by her rushing me inside and saying, "Did you see that guy outside?" I told her yes, and she proceeded to help me refill sauces, napkins, and things like that.
What? How you gonna say something like, how you gonna say what you just said and then talk past like you didn't say what you just said? Did you hear yourself? Did you notice the creepy mother clucker right outside the building? So you noticed them, but you didn't do nothing about it. So you a guy got your ass. You in cahoots. Because if you wasn't, you would have did something about this creepy mother clucker. You noticed him long before I came to work. You could have did something, but you chose not to, you son of a... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. It's too soon. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon. Fun fact. And this is like probably with like most people, but when I'm tired and I'm trying to keep myself woke, I tend to do like a lot of like, I don't really know how to explain it. I tend to do like a lot of like stupid shit, say a lot of things, do a lot of things that I typically don't do to try to keep myself up. So yeah, y'all gonna see a lot of that. But here we go.
Manager then told me that she's going to check the security tapes just to make sure that everything during the period that the restaurant was closed was okay.
You need to check your
Minutes
shoes.
later, my manager called me into her office for whatever reason. She told me to look at the screen, and it showed that the same man was standing outside.
Wow.
The time was 12:47. She then fast-forwarded the tape to reveal that the man had been standing outside the entire time up until now. And at this point, it's about 3:50 a.m.
Wow.
I ran to the front lobby and I noticed him still standing over by his car. I figured, or was hoping, that he was probably just on something and he was waiting for us to open so that maybe he could get breakfast.
Stop assuming.
I resumed filling sauces again and making sure everything was in working order, until I was abruptly interrupted by banging at the front door.
Okay, I heard that. Whole time, you need to be like this. Why you refilling? See, and that's another thing. When I'm tired, I mean, normally, like when I'm not tired and, you know, like on a regular day and I'm feeling good, not tired, wide awake, for like energy. I got energy. I tend to stutter my words. But when I'm tired, oh man, it's like it gets like my stuttering gets worse, as you can already tell. But while you checking your sauces and refilling sauces, your guard needs to be on high alert. You need to be cautious. You need to be doing something like doing something like this. What was that? What? See, I don't got time for that shit. What is it? Stop. See, you got it. What? Adam, cluck you.
I walked over and noticed a figure right outside the front door.
No, you didn't.
It was the man. I yelled that we were closed and that he would have to come back later. That didn't seem to faze him as he continued to bang on the door. I walked away, figuring that he was just being an asshole, when suddenly I heard a loud crash. I ran to the lobby to see the glass door broken and the man beginning to step inside.
Yeah, I'm stepping out.
I yelled to my manager and told her that we needed to leave through the back door. And we did just that.
Right.
We booked it to our cars and both called the cops.
Right.
They arrived in about 15 minutes and came outside the restaurant with a dirty-looking man in cuffs. They said he was hiding in the back janitor's closet with a large knife in his hand. So that's my story, and also the reason I'm never working early mornings again.
Or what about never working at a motherfucking McDonald's, bitch? He just wanted a McGriddle, that's all. McGriddle be
I've been working on...
Stop. Relax. Damn. I'm sorry. McGriddles, I mean, I don't eat McDonald's anymore for obvious reasons. But back in the day when I didn't know about McDonald's. But back in the day when I was a kid, and I'm talking like a kid, and like I didn't have much, like my opinion didn't really matter when I was a kid. Yeah, whatever. All right, so when I was a kid, right, my mom used to give me like McDonald's, and I remember I used to eat shit out of McGriddles. Another fun fact about, because I don't know if McGriddles are still as good like back in the day, but McGriddles and Big Macs and I think fish fillets. I haven't had McDonald's in years, probably since I was a kid. But McGriddles, fish fillets, and Big Macs are the only ones that I would like crush every time. But another fun fact about me is, when I was a kid, if I knew a certain meal or a certain food was like hella good, like a McGriddle was like hella good, I would savor the shit out of it. So I would, for example, I would have a McGriddle, right? And I would take like little bits, like little bites, tiny ass bites, when I know good and well that I could have took a big ass bite and be gone and be done with the sandwich within, I don't know, like a minute or whatever, minute or less. But like the way I was savoring like the McGriddle or anything that was like really good, I would take literally like mouse sized bites, and that minute or less that would take me to eat a McGriddle would usually take me a good 5 minutes. I mean, but like now, I really don't know. I forgot what McDonald's even tastes like. That's how long it's been.
McDonald's now for over 5 years, and this is still my creepiest experience there.
Right.
This happened 2 years ago when I was 18 and I had been working my first overnight shift on front counter.
Right.
I usually work in the kitchen on overnights, so I had no interactions with any of the customers until then. I was working from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., which is a usual overnight shift for us. Around 3 a.m., I was making some fries when I noticed a man standing there and trying to take pictures with his cell phone of me and my other female coworker, Rebecca.
Oh no.
I pointed it out to her and she just rolled her eyes in annoyance and went to take an order on drive-thru, telling me it happened a lot from people. I was instantly uncomfortable. I wanted to tell the manager, but he was in the office doing his manager stuff and I really didn't want to bother him. I went over with what felt like a nervous smile and quickly did my usual greeting. "Hi, what can I get for you?" He just kinda looked at me and stayed quiet. He was about 5'8", white, early 20s, medium build with dark hair and brown eyes.
I'm gonna ask you, in your situation, I would have asked the customer, the creepy ass mother clucker that's giving off weird vibe. Customer, I would have asked you twice. Hi. First one. Hi, what can I get for you? Knowing. So when I asked the first question, I already know that you mad creepy, you mad weird, right? You sending off negative, creepy ass vibes, right? I know that within the first question. So when I ask the first question and you don't say nothing, because I'm supposed to keep it professional to a certain to a certain extent, I'm gonna ask you 2 times. After the second time, somebody else got to take your order, or you not getting nothing. So probably like something like, "Hi, what can I get for you?" I'm not giving you no eye contact. Like the customer's like right here. The customer's like, where is it? Where is that the camera? That's the camera. All right. So the camera is like the customer, I guess. I'm not giving you no eye contact on purpose. "Hi, what can I get for you?" All right, it's been 5 seconds. "Hi, what can I get for you?" Okay, wow. Okay, cool. It's been 2 long ass seconds. Christy, come on. You taking this order? I'm going on break. Oh, that's funny. That you, yeah. I know. I just came back from break, but I'm going. I'm taking another break. I may be gone for a couple years.
Man, I would say, but something about his piercing glare made me feel super uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Then he smiled a smile that sent shivers down my spine.
Right.
"I'll just have a coffee black, sweetie,"
Oh.
he said, and I could instantly smell the alcohol in his breath. I nodded and told him the price before he pulled out a $5 bill and went to hand it to me.
I bet you it's
making
wet.
sure our hands touched.
Pause.
I avoided his gaze and went to hand back his change when he winked and went to go wait for the coffee. I went to go make it as fast as I could, but just my luck, we were out of coffee on both the front counter and the drive-thru, as we don't sell much through the night. I turned around and kept as little eye contact as I could. "I'm sorry, I'm going to have to brew you a fresh pot. Should only take about 3 minutes."
Wow.
"Don't worry, I don't mind.
Ah.
I have quite the view while I wait,"
Oh
he
no.
replied, shooting me a wink, and I just smiled awkwardly and looked away. I had to make sure I didn't fall behind on my shift, so I began to set up the muffin.
Hey, question. For anybody that has a job right now, right? What would it? What? Wow, I can't even. What would a what? let me take it slow. What will it take for you? You know, y'all watching. If you have a job, what will it take for you to? Cause now I'm losing my train of thought because I'm so clocking tired. For you to like not be professional, like in a situation like this, right? How? I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know how to word it. So in a situation like this, right? You know you at work, you have to keep it professional. So, but like, how long will it take you, or what will it take you to not keep it professional? You know, like for me, if a customer is like being straight up disrespectful or acting really weird and sus, then my whole, "Hi, how are you? Oh, it's good to see you. What can I get for you? Can I help you with something?" That's my like professional shit. But then it's like if the customer is like being mad, rude, and disrespectful, all right, bro, like what's up? Like what's good, yo? Like what you doing? Like I mean, what you want? You want the hands? or you want the feet? Like, what's up? You want both? I can give you both. Like, what's up, man? We can go outside right now and handle this. Like, what's up? So yeah, like my question is to you, like, you know, how long will it take you to get out of that character, to get out of that professional, like, hey, how are you? What can I get for you today? Versus, hey, cuz, like, what's up? Like, you acting real weird and sus right now. Like, we can take this shit outside. Like, what's up? Cause I definitely know some coworkers and some ex-coworkers that, you know, try to keep it on a professional basis, on a professional level with the customers. But it's like everybody has their breaking point, you know? Is it for y'all? That's what it is. What's your breaking point when you're dealing with customers? You know? How fast will it take you to go from, hey, how are you? How you doing today? Is there anything I can help you with? Versus, we can go outside and scrap this right now. Like, we can throw hands. Like, the choice is yours. Like, what's up? Where you at with yours? You know? You know, some people, like, for me, I think my breaking point is you touching me. I don't like to be touched, especially if you being rude. Don't touch me, you know. But yeah, what's your breaking point? Let me know that in the comment section below. You know, and then how fast will it take you to go from professional to straight up? Yeah, yo, we can throw hands right now.
It's on the display so that we had them all ready for breakfast,
Right.
which in Canada starts at 4 a.m. So, Susan, I heard from behind me, realizing it was the guy. I instantly tensed, wondering how he knew my name before I noticed I had my name tag on and quietly cursed to myself. I turned around and looked at him and he said, "So, what time are you stuck here until tonight, beautiful?"
Nah, you got
I
it.
instantly panicked, as I don't do well in situations like this. 7. I said nervously, which then the guy gave me a huge grin. "Oh, so you still have time before you're off, eh?" I nodded and noticed the coffee was done pouring, so I went over and made his coffee as he watched me with an intense stare. I handed it to him before saying have a nice night, earning me another wink. He then waved and said as he turned around, "I'll see you later, Susan." I watched as he walked out the door and tried to calm myself down. He doesn't actually know when I'm off, so I was okay, I thought to myself. 6 a.m. rolled around and it was finally time to go. I still felt a little paranoid about the guy, but knew it was now in the past.
No, it's not.
My coworker Chris was going to drop me off at home as we carpooled.
Right.
So we got our stuff together and we left. As we were heading to his car, I noticed a parked car with someone in it.
Hurry up.
And, of course, it was the guy.
Hurry
I
up.
panicked and quickly told Chris that was the guy, as I had told him what had happened not long ago. He instantly brought me into his coat and did his best to keep me hidden as we walked to his car. He made sure no one followed the car, dropped me off, and watched as I went inside, telling me to stay safe. I thanked him before going into my house and going to bed. The next day, I went into work and got asked by my manager how I got home. I told them that Chris gave me a ride home. My manager got this confused look and said something that made my blood run cold. Oh, that's strange because some guy was here looking for you just before 7. He said he was there to pick you up. I thought before that the man's intentions weren't good. Just the way he looked at me and spoke to me like I was prey. And this pretty much confirmed it. Since then, I have refused to work front counter overnight shifts, and we no longer wear our name tags on overnight shifts.
Or what about it at all? This is why I don't like name tags. Like, why you need to know my name? You don't. Cluck you. Cluck.
This may not be the scariest or most action-packed story ever, but this is seriously one of the creepiest encounters both me and my friend have ever had.
That's a fancy ass McDonald's. I'm not even gonna lie with you. I like that McDonald's. I like the way it's built. I've seen some nice ass McDonald's, but it's crazy because no matter to me personally, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and hell, you can love McDonald's, even like it or whatever, There are some people that love McDonald's. There are some people that like it. There are some people that like it every now and then. Some people that don't like it at all. I'm one of those people that don't like it at all. Well, not anymore. But it's crazy because it's like no matter how, again, me personally, no matter how fancy or awesome of a job you make a McDonald's look, I'm still not gonna eat that bad. I'm still not gonna eat there. I'm not gonna eat there. I'm not. God damn, I love my Christmas lights.
So, me and my friends had just seen the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The
Right.
Revenant.
Hey.
A film he deserves an Oscar for, I'd
Right.
like to add.
Right.
Anyway, once the movie had finished, my friends Owen and Samuel decided they weren't hungry and then headed home. Now it was only me and my other friend Jake left. We decided to hit the town and get something to eat for dinner. We looked in a few shops on the way, but we weren't really that interested in buying anything. We eventually decided to go to McDonald's. Yes, I know, it's not the best thing to have for dinner, but we were 14 and we weren't fussed about going to a bigger place to eat. After what felt like a lifetime walking down the town, we got to the McDonald's. We went to the bigger 2-story McDonald's as we were in the city center of Edinburgh and everywhere else was busy. Anyway, me and Jake took our food up to the second floor as the first floor was pretty filled up. We sat down in a little section that had about 4 or 5 tables in it, only one of which was available. So we sat down at the free table and began to eat. I had just taken a bite out of my food when I looked up and noticed that an old woman sitting alone at the table behind us was staring at me. I
Sus.
dismissed it at first and thought maybe she was looking at the wall behind me. I didn't think much of it. I mean, who would, right? I have a tendency to look around the room I'm in when I'm eating, so my eyes did occasionally look past the woman. When my eyes did pass the woman, however, she, yes, you guessed it, was still staring at me. I didn't know whether or not I should tell Jake about it at this point.
Hey, Jake. It's time to wrap this shit up. Come on. I was about to call you something else. Come on, Jake. Come on, hurry up. Jake. Hurry. Oh my God. Hurry up. Oh my God. Oh, you want to know why? You want to know why I'm rushing you so? This bitch is staring at me. She's been staring at me since I came in here. She's been staring at me like this whole time. No, not doing it. Nope. And she got the nerve to talk about something. The hell out of here.
He was facing me, so he couldn't see her, and I also thought I was being paranoid at first. But at this point, red flags were now definitely going off in my head.
Oh yeah.
The woman didn't even have anything in front of her to eat. There was just a coffee cup on her tray, which was clearly empty. She was wearing a bright pink jacket and had a big stain on the right shoulder and dark blue glasses that made her eyes look huge. A few minutes passed and she was still staring at me. But now her eyes were as wide as physically possible, so it's fair to say at this point she was glaring at me. I don't even think she was blinking either, which was really adding to the things that were off about this woman.
God damn.
I tried my best not to lock eyes with her, but it was quite difficult. After another 2 minutes of the woman staring directly at me, I
2
decided
minutes?
that it was time to tell Jake what was going on.
2 minutes?
Because I was starting to feel uneasy and he was picking up on it.
Starting to?
I didn't want her to hear me speaking as our tables were relatively close to each other. So I picked up my phone and texted Jake what was happening. He tried to turn around, making it look like he was just looking around. He noticed her as well, and we tried laughing it off, which was working until things got a little weirder. The woman started talking to herself, glaring at me still. From this point on, when I looked in her direction, she would raise her hands to her face and start aggressively whispering to them. And she was spitting everywhere, and when I looked away from her, she dropped her hands back onto her lap and began glaring again.
Wow.
Still occasionally saying things to herself. Neither me or Jake could make out what she was saying, but I'm pretty sure I heard her say she was speaking to someone called John. The stares, glares, and whatever you want to call it continued and continued. By this point, I could barely focus on eating, and neither could Jake. Now thinking about it, I think she was done with her drink before we even sat down, so why stay so long? She started getting louder with her conversation, but everyone at the tables around us were oblivious to what was happening. The seconds that passed felt like minutes now, and she was
unless all the other people that's in the McDonald's are in cahoots with the bitch. And I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just saying, you know. But like the rest of the people, I feel like the only reason, probably two reasons why the rest of the people that's in the McDonald's are oblivious to the fact that she's staring at you whole time. Nobody else like this. For like minutes on end, either the rest of the people that don't notice her are in cahoots with her, or is there an or? See, there it is. There goes my tiredness coming into play, because either they're in cahoots with her, or God, I just had it. Damn it. Because how do you not notice somebody else staring at just staring in like an odd, weird, creepy way? How do you not notice that? I would have noticed that. I noticed that all the time. Every day I noticed that. God, it was on the tip of my tongue. Pause.
Yelling things to herself. When she did, I made clear eye contact with her after this, and I swear she said something directly to me in an aggressive whisper, but it was too quiet to make out. I think she said something along the lines of, "You mutt," at the end of her sentence.
What?
Me and Jake decided to wait this out and just sit until she left.
What?
We had long finished our food by this point. Unless she was whispering to her hands, she was still glaring at me, now with a horrifying grin which made my skin crawl. Is this woman crazy? Or is she just a really socially awkward freak that liked to stare at boys eating?
That bitch is
The
crazy.
woman eventually got up. On her way out, she violently threw her handbag at the floor, yelled something at the top of her voice at it, picked it up intensely, and stormed down the stairs out of sight. I had no idea what had just happened, but her face definitely sent shivers down my spine, and her behavior was beyond abnormal. Me and Jake sat there for another few minutes to make sure she had definitely left and not gone to the bathroom or something. Then we practically legged it out of there, and we never saw her again. Like I said, not an action-packed story, but just imagine if all of this had happened to you. It would definitely creep you out and make you feel uncomfortable. It certainly made me feel uneasy anyway. Since then, I have never gone to that particular McDonald's at night again.
And man, bitch, if I was in your situation, I would have ran so mother clucking fast. It doesn't take me long to realize somebody's
I
listening.
remember working the night shift the other night at a
Staring.
local McDonald's. I had to fill in for my friend Kiara, who called in sick. This night was probably one of the most terrifying nights I have ever worked. It was dead around 11 p.m. and I was asked by the manager to sweep the floors until a customer came in. One customer came in and he looked a bit rough. Bald, long rusty beard, glasses, sandals, and just clothes that had stains on them.
Red flags.
I go over to the register and say, "Hi, can I get you anything?" He then said, "Yes, can I have a large coffee, please?"
Okay.
I take his order, give him his coffee, and tell him to have a wonderful night.
Right.
He smiles. I go to sweep the floor again, and I see the man is sitting a bit close to where I would be sweeping, which is usually under the tables and just around the floor.
Right.
When I reached his table, he says, "You're very beautiful." I smile and say, "Thank you very much."
Don't fuck it.
He says, "Can I give you a ride home when
Oh.
you get off work?"
What the Because it's late and because I'm tired, and I know that other people in this house are asleep, I'm gonna add this sound effect because this is what I would have done during the day if nobody was in the house. Because I lied to you not, I would have been this loud. This is what I'm feeling after he said something along the lines of like I can give you a ride tonight, or I can give you like I'll give you a ride tonight or something like that. This is my response to that. Ready? 3, sound effect. 3, 2, wow. Wait. 3, 2, no. 3, 2, no. Wow. I don't know how to properly. 3, 2, 1. Sound effect now. That's what I wanted to do. But I can't really do it because I'm trying to be courteous of other people in this house. I know it's late. I know they're trying to go to sleep if they're not already asleep. Why would you say that? Y'all, if she says yes or anything related to that, I may just cut off the video. I don't want to, but I may have to. Don't.
I say no thank you and that I have a ride home.
Right.
He went from the nice man that I had took the order from to just pure rude. He asks me, "What's your schedule?"
What?
I tell him that I'm not allowed to give that information out. Sorry. He takes his coffee and goes back outside.
Okay, lock
The
it.
next night after that, Kiara and I worked together with my other guy friend, Jack. I told Kiara about the guy from the night before, and she gave me this weird facial expression. Jack comes over to me and says, "Hey, is everything okay?"
Clock no.
I tell him about the guy from the night before, and he gave me a look of terror. What he said to me ran chills down my spine. "That man called the restaurant earlier and asked about you." Just then, my blood ran cold as I saw the man walk back into the restaurant. Kiara's face went pale and Jack's jaw was dropped. My stomach turned in knots as I said, "Hi, can I get you anything tonight?" He says, "No, but can I take you home?" Jack steps out and says, "No, she ain't going anywhere with you. Get out of here before I call the cops." The manager got pissed off at Jack for leaving his position at the drive-thru window while Kiara was frying burgers. Jack agreed to switch positions with me until the morning crew came in. The manager asked me to take the trash outside, and I nervously said okay. Jack, on the other hand, was pissed that the manager even asked me to do that. Jack was nice enough to take it out for me. I stayed inside while Jack took out the trash. Jack comes back in and pulls me to the janitor's closet and says, "That guy was waiting for you in his truck with 5 other big guys in there." I felt sick to my stomach when he said that. Jack informs the manager, and the manager, like the asshole that she was, says, "He's not gonna hurt anyone. He's harmless. Get back to work."
If he's so harmless, why don't you cluck and go outside and talk to this mother clucker and his homies? Oh no? Okay then, shut the cluck up. It kills me when managers. It kills me when managers don't be doing shit, or they just don't be. They don't care. Oh man, I don't like managers like that. I especially don't like the managers when they be sitting on their ass, or not really doing no work, but they get the other people to do the work, even though they can clearly do that.
The next morning, me and Jack worked together, and my other coworker Taylor informed me that the man had came back and told her my schedule, and that he'll wait for me to come back in today. Eventually, he came in.
Wow.
Jack, being the good friend that he was, told him to get the hell out of the restaurant and to never come back again, or else he would call the cops. Jack lost his job because of this, but to me he was just looking out for me. I cried so hard when Jack lost his job, because I know Kiara and I would be working alone without anyone else there to protect us. But I never saw the man again after that. I quit my job at McDonald's, and so did Kiara. Me, Jack, and Kiara now live in the same apartment building and work at a grocery store.
Kiki.
I don't know what could have happened to me if I took out the trash that night and not Jack.
You would have got clucked up. What you mean? Kiki, do you love me? Are you ready? I hate that song. He should add a beat to this.
Subscriber stories video soon. I'm just waiting on really good stories, so if you have any, please send them in. Thanks for watching.
What? Why you say it that fast? Question for you all. Let's watch. Right. Well, have any of y'all that has ever had a job or currently has a job, has ever experienced anything creepy or like kind of scary or weird or sus? Because I have. One night I was working at Publix, right? And it wasn't third shift. It was second shift, right? But it was rolling on. It was rolling over to third shift. But I only do second shift. Well, first and second shift. But like, it was at night, right? It was after we closed, and I was doing the floors, right? I was cleaning the floors, and I was on like the bread aisle, right? I kid you not, on mothers. I was cleaning the floor on on the bread aisle, right? I was on that aisle for a while. So tell me why I'm cleaning the floors. And a whole loaf of bread just fell on the floor. I was the only mother clucker in that aisle. right? And because the way the aisles are set up, you can't just put say this is the aisle, right? Like the bread aisle, right? Like the bread is over here, right? And it just fell. But like the way the aisles are set up, you can't be on the other side of the aisle and like push it or whatever and make this side like items fall. You can't do that, right? It's too thick. Pause. So it's not a chance in hell that somebody on the other side pushed it or whatever, and a piece and the bread fell. So tell me why. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I was in the aisle for a while. And the loaf of bread could have fell at any given time. But it waited until I was basically finished with the aisle. That's creepy. Scary as hell. Oh, best believe I got the hell out of there, you know. But it's like, you know, do you all have any, you know, scary, weird, creepy experiences at your job? Let me know that, or did you? Let me know that in the comment section below. And comment your job, like where you work right now, or if you just got hired, what job you're about to work at. If you work at Chipotle or about to work at Chipotle and you need some tips, hey, I got you. Holla at your boy. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family. See, that's what I'm talking about. I did all that extra shit because I'm tired as hell. I'm trying to keep myself up. Now I'm about to knock the hell out. Why? As soon as my head touches my pillow, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over. See y'all next time, though.